मां सरस्वती जयति वीणा
In previous videos we have came across about the trigonometry and its means and its some identities and trigonometric ratios, etc. But now the turn is of this type question in which we will have to prove them. And there are given two sides, LHS and RHS, left hand side and RHS. In equation forms, given questions are in equation form, and we will have to prove them. Both sides are equal, LHS and RHS, and solving them we come across the result. Then both sides are equal or not. So before solving them or proving this type of questions, we will have to know and remember about the identities under the trigonometry. When we can say the trigonometric identities, dear students, we know that an equation is an identities when it is true for all values for the variables given there or the variables involved. So first of all, we would know about the identities and what type the identities are there. So come and we start about the identities and we know and remember them and how to use them in this type of questions and to prove them. So please come. Dear students, there are three categories of the ministers we know. First of all, we see that cabinet ministers who are more powerful and have many rights. Then the second category is state ministers. State ministers are less than as cabinet minister. They have many rights but not so as cabinet ministers have. And the other category, third category is sub ministers. The sub ministers are powerful but not as state ministers or cabinet ministers. So there are three categories. Only for remember our identities, about the identities we are going to know about the identities. So this formula, this trick can decode the identities. So only for example, there are three categories of ministers: cabinet ministers, state ministers and sub ministers. Just like these, we have three types of identities under the trigonometry. First identity is sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Main identity is sine square theta plus cos square theta equal 1. And the second identity which is considered as main identities under the main identities, one of the main identities, 1 plus tan square theta equal to sec square theta. 1 plus tan square theta equal to sec square theta. And third one is 1 plus cot square theta equal to cosec theta. Mainly we will have to remember them in this form. And we can get some other identities using them. Like if we want find the sine's value, then we will place sine square theta here and 1 of its place. Cos square theta will transport to the other side, then it will change its sign. Plus will change in minus. And if we want to find the value of cos square theta, then sin square theta will leave its place and go to the other side, and it will be changed in minus. Then first identity is sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1, And transposition form, if we see, sin square theta equal to 1 minus cos square theta, and cos square theta equal to 1 minus sin theta. First equation is it. And then second one is 1 plus tan square theta equal to sec square theta. And in transposition form, we see, if we place 1 here, then sec square theta tan square theta will come here, tan square theta will be of minus sign. And if we tan square theta place here, then sec square theta 1 will come here. Okay, the tan square theta equal to sec square theta minus 1. And now we come to the third one, main equation, main identity, main formula, 1 plus cot square theta equal to cosec theta. Then we will place 1 here, and cosec just on its place, cot square theta will come here, cot square theta, and it will change in minus form, cot square theta, then cosec square theta, and 1 will transpose there 1. Now we look here, 3 equations we have, and 3 equations these are. Main equation, sin square theta plus cos square 1 plus tan square theta equal to sec square theta, and third 1 plus cot square theta equal to cosec theta. We consider them as cabinet minister, powerful equations and powerful identities, we can say them. Our fourth equation under the trigonometry is tan theta equal to sin theta upon cos theta. Very important identities it is. Tan theta equal to sin theta upon cos theta, and fifth, cot theta equal to cos theta upon sin theta. We know tan and cot are opposite, so tan equal to sin upon cos, cot means cos upon sin. The reciprocal we can see here. Fourth number, tan theta equal to sin theta upon cos theta. Fifth, cot theta equal to cos theta upon sin theta. We consider these two identities like state minister. And now the term is sub-minister, as sub-minister some identities. Dear students, in previous videos we have shown you a chart which is named enemy chart. Under the trigonometry we have shown a chart, enemy chart and friend chart. Remember, sine and cosec, cos and sec, tan and cot, these values are opposite to each other, and when we multiply the sine multiply cosec, then we will find 1. Okay, and cos theta multiply sec theta will 1, we will find 1, and tan theta multiply cot theta, then we will find 1. These identities are very useful, but consider as sub-ministers. They are very important, but not so important as state and cabinet ministers. So now we look at them. Sine multiply cos equal to 1, multiply them. In this way we also find sine's value equal to 1 cosec transposition cosec theta, and cosec's value can be find 1 sin theta, both side. And second, theta equal cos theta multiply sec theta equal to 1 cos theta equal to 1 sec theta, and sec theta's value will be 1 upon cos theta. These equations or these identities are considered as subministers. So we will make a chart, three of them main identities, two other like state ministers, and remaining identities are subministers. These identities we will remember all time to prove the questions are given ahead.